Hi English students, this is Mrs. Peacock, and at this point we need to take a look at your research paper, which will be the first paper we're writing in English 102. For this research paper, I would like you to utilize outside sources, so that could be articles, books, documentaries, etc., to learn about an influential person and how he or she has influenced today's society, whether for the better or for the worse. So no matter who you choose, you're arguing on how this person's changed the world, whether for positive or negative. While you may choose the person, please ask my permission for your topic before beginning your research. As you can see, you are going to write a topic proposal and outline, so that is essentially going to function as asking for permission from me for your topic. Students are not allowed to turn in essays written for other courses, and the use of AI to write is also forbidden. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns. So if you've written an essay like this in the past, maybe for high school or for your 101 class, please don't submit it, because it is possible to self-plagiarize, which means that you have dishonestly submitted an essay as if it was a new original essay that you've turned in for a previous class. So just make sure that you turn in an essay that's brand new that you've written just for this course. Also, the use of AI is prohibited, so whether that's ChatGPT or some other software, just make sure that you write your own original paper. Rough drafts will be due Wednesday, September 11th by midnight, and you'll turn those into discussions within your Canvas module. And then you'll be able to peer review each other's rough drafts. So what that means is you'll turn in the rough draft. It could have grammar errors, formatting problems, need some extra help with citations, that sort of thing. And your classmates are going to look over your papers and give you personal feedback on how to change it to improve it. The final draft is the one I grade, and that will be due Wednesday, September 25th by midnight, and you'll turn that into the week 6 module in Canvas. Notice this paper is worth 40% of the final grade. It really counts as 2 essays. So make sure that you, if you need to get extra help from me, don't forget we have a fantastic writing center with tutors that have the ability to help you with any step of the writing process. Tutors can help you online or in person in the writing center. So this is one that you definitely, if you need the extra support, I'm here for you. Our writing center is here for you. Because definitely this is the one that carries the most weight, which a lot of students are confused why we do this one first. And I'll be honest, we come off of the summer with more energy, and then by the end of the semester, if we put something like this when you're taking other final exams or after you've been in school for several months, typically students aren't quite as gung-ho at that point in the semester. So I like to go ahead and get the most challenging one out of the way first, and then it's much more smooth sailing after this, because this is the longest essay you'll write for the course. Notice the research paper should be at least 1,200 words in length, and that does count your works cited page or any in-text citations or quotations you have within your paper. So 1,200 is the minimum. Definitely don't go under that, but if you go over, that's fine as well, within reason. You certainly shouldn't turn in like a 2,000 word or 3,000 word, because some students get into their topics a little too far. I don't want you having to do a lot of extra work and getting comparable grades to someone who maybe turned in a 2,000 or a 1,201 word paper. For formatting, it's 12-point Times New Roman font with double space and MLA heading and style. So since this book is, the Seagull book is optional, I'm going to show you, it's page 200 in the Seagull book that is an option to purchase for this course, but it's not required. So since it is not required, I'm also going to show you a website called Purdue OWL. And I'll show you what that looks like, give you an example that you could use for free. But on page 200 in your Seagull book, there's a really good example of what MLA formatting looks like. Notice it starts off with a heading that has your name, my name, the course, and the due date. It also has the page number in the upper right-hand corner with the title centered at the top. This one also has a really good example of a works cited page, which is on page 210. Notice the citations are in alphabetical order, double space with hanging indent. A hanging indent just means the second and third lines are indented. Also notice the title is works cited and not references or outside sources. It's works cited, and it's the very last page of your paper. If you do have any formatting questions, please let me know. Since it is not a required book, I'm also going to show you a website that you can use. Purdue University has the Purdue Online Writing Lab, which is why it's called Purdue OWL. And there's an MLA formatting and style guide. So if you just type in Google Purdue OWL and MLA, this is the page that comes right up. It has how to cite, like here, for example, they've got a citation tool at the very top where you can put in the URL of the website and it can help you cite it. But notice over here, we've also got intake citation examples. So that's really cool because that'll show you what you put at the end of each of the quotes that you include, whether it's the author or page number. Notice here we've got the author at the top and then the page number is further in, or the author and page number both in your intake citations. But we've got that example for intake citations. We have an MLA sample paper. It'll show you what it'll look like once it loads. But this OWL website is really helpful, and I do have it included within your Canvas Start Here page. But notice it lays out how this is MLA formatted, and it has the works cited page at the end as well to use as a guide. And notice it's alphabetical order as well, works cited at the top with hanging indent. Of course, all of this along the side explains how to set this up within your Word document. So I highly recommend either using your Seagull book, or if you chose not to purchase the Seagull book, you can use the OWL at Purdue website. And just so you guys can get one more good look at the top of this website. It's Purdue University, Purdue Online Writing Lab. But if you do have any questions, please let me know. This must have a works cited page. It is not a research paper without a works cited page. So you must have that works cited page. And when I say works cited page, it is not a list of links. I can't tell you how many students just try to copy and paste website links. Notice a finished works cited page will list the author, the title, the date it was published, what kind of source it is, as far as you can tell which ones are the books versus the websites, because the websites include URLs. But finished citations include a lot more than just copying and pasting website links. So if you're not sure how to cite something, please let me know. I'm more than happy to help you cite a source so that it is a complete citation. Or like I said, the Writing Center can help as well. This does need to have at least 3 outside sources. 3 outside sources is the minimum. Of course, if you find 4, 5, 6, however many outside sources you find to argue about your influential individual, you can include more, but 3 is the minimum. If it's less than 3, you will be counted off from your total grade. I have a final draft late submission rule, which means that it's 10 points off every day late for that final draft. And this is just trying to teach punctuality and that due dates matter. All final drafts will be graded using the English 102 grading rubric after being scanned with anti-plagiarism software. So just make sure that the paper you turn in is your own original work, and also that 102 grading rubric is underneath your Start Here module in Canvas. So you have access to that grading rubric at any time. I have an area for brainstorming and outlining that's really helpful to get started. I've noticed a lot of students like to write on their topic sheet when they're putting their ideas down on paper, so I just provide a space for that. Another resource I want us to take a look at is the library's databases. Notice I just went to wallace.edu and Campus Life and Resources. That's the tab you'll go to, and then go to Library. Once the library page pulls up, you will find all the information you could ever want to know about our library at Wallace Community College. It has the history, how many books is in each location, the address, the number, everything. But what I want us to take a look at is the LRC databases. And databases, it's essentially a spot for all of the peer-reviewed articles, ebooks. It's legit sources. So these, what I mean by peer-reviewed is that experts have reviewed every single source and verified that it's accurate. It's not just somebody is blogging online and calling it facts. And so we've got Alabama Virtual Library is a really good resource to use. Once you click into AVL, you can click college and university. And notice there's all these databases that are very helpful, but for just general information, I usually recommend EBSCOhost. And then say if I wanted to do a paper about William Shakespeare, because he's my guy. He's one of my favorites. So all I had to do was search William Shakespeare. Here's an ebook about him. So I can click into this, and it has a citation tool on this. So notice if you go right here, it literally says cite, and it cites the book for you. How amazing is that? So you just scroll down to MLA 9th edition, and you can copy and paste the citation for your Works Cited page. And it's a legit citation, so that's all you have to do for the citation part of it for Works Cited. For your in text, which is that parentheses, for this one it would be Johnson, and then whatever page number you pulled the quote from, so maybe like Johnson 56 at the end of the sentence. But if you do have any questions, let me know on that. Another really good one that's on AVL as well, there's EBSCOhost, and then Gale Power Search is the second one I always recommend. Gale Power Search. Those are two really good databases. I'm going to go with Edgar Allan Poe because he's another one of my favorites. And yeah, this one's a really fun one. Whodunit, the murder of Edgar Allan Poe, solved at last. He actually died under some mysterious circumstances, so that would be an interesting one to check out. Say if you want to cite this source, if you find some really cool information that you use, you have to just scroll down to the bottom of the page on Gale Power Search, and here is your citation. It's already defaulted to MLA, and you can just copy and paste the citation. So not only is it really helpful that these citations are done for you, but also that you don't have to question the reliability of these sources. Since they are in academic databases, you know that they're reliable, and they've got fact checkers that are checking over the reliability of each source. So I highly recommend those. For the databases, those are the two that I usually lean into, but we've also got the Wallace ebook collection. So ebooks are just electronic copies of books. And it's like you have the book in front of you, but you don't have to worry about a due date for the actual physical books for a library. So I'm going to go with Emily Dickinson. She's another person that I've found really fascinating. So once you search this is your ebook. To download it, you just do PDF full text. And it's like the entire book is at your fingertips. They literally have scanned the front of the book, the table of contents, the publication page, everything is right here for you. So you can essentially check out these books at any point. The citation tool is at the top for the Wallace ebooks, and then you just scroll down to MLA to get your citation. So those are three of the best databases I've found for our students for this particular assignment especially. Of course, other assignments or other courses, you may want to check out that AVL, because there were some for nursing, anatomy, all sorts of cool science ones. So for just particular information, you may want to choose other databases. But if you do have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. I realize the research paper can be pretty daunting, so I'm always just a phone call or email away. And don't forget, we have a great writing center that can help as well. Have a great day.